Something weird happened the first time I opened this plugin. The preset names weren't what I expected. Then I opened a different track and the presets were completely different. Same plugin, new mix, totally new options. This plugin actually listens to your song and then it builds a mastering chain and your unique presets specifically for that mix. So what does it actually sound like? Let's take a listen, and I've got 2 freebies for you in this video, so watch until the end. Here's a quick before and after. That's not just loudness, it's punch, clarity, and width. So you use Faster Master at the very end of your mix and it helps your song sound finished fast. But here's what makes it different. Instead of giving you the same set of presets every time, it listens to your track and gives you a list of smart options that are made just for that song. The settings change, the names change.
Just take it step by step. I can see it in your eyes, 'cause they never tell me lies. I can feel the body shake.
And even the goals behind each preset are different depending on your music.
You've been scared of love and what it did to you. You've been scared of love and what it did to you.
Faster Master from Mastering the Mix is a mastering plugin made in collaboration with David Guetta and Nicky Romero. And I've got an exclusive deal on it today. There are 2 really interesting features in this plugin that I'll talk about in this video. And I tested these masters in my car to hear what they're doing too. Yes, the car test. Okay, deal time first. When you buy Faster Master using my link and the code Sanjay, you'll get any other Mastering the Mix plugin free. Yes, your pick. Add both to your cart, enter the code at checkout, and the second one will be free. I'll link it below. Okay, let's get into the first standout feature. Let me show you what happens when you load 2 different songs. I'll play each one, run the analysis, and then I'll open the preset menu.
Someone like you. Someone like you.
So here's the presets it's chosen for this song. I've done Use Somebody. And here are the presets for this song.
Love and what it did to you. You don't have to run.
You'll see that the list changes completely. The names, the order, even the types of processing it's suggesting. That's because these presets aren't just built around genres, they're built around what the plugin hears in your music. So this track may bring up something like electronic and rich, Latin, versatile and bright, or modern and light. And another song may give you something like country, refined and smooth, acoustic, vocal, guitar, string quartet, Latin, light and clean, country, light and female. It feels more like suggestions from an engineer who listened, not just a plugin guessing the genre. And you're not stuck with the presets as they are. Each part of the chain, EQ, compression, transients, stereo, can be adjusted. You can click into the modules and fine tune them, or even pull back how much processing it's doing. For example, on the EQ, there's a mix slider that lets you blend between your original sound and the EQ'd version. Let's listen. So if it went a little too far, you just drag it down to 70% or 40%. You can always control things even though it started you off at the right spot. Oh, and by the way, there's a free tool I'll show you later that'll help you train your ears for this kind of decision making, so you know what you're listening for. Stay tuned. Okay, here's that second really cool feature. Every time you make a change, the volume stays the same. Whether you're adding EQ, turning up compression, or adjusting stereo, the volume is not changing. The plugin keeps the loudness level matched. And this means that you're not tricked into thinking something sounds better just because it's louder. You're actually hearing what's changing. You can bypass each module and still hear it level match, which makes A/B comparisons really easy and honest, right? More plugins should do this. Now here's where it gets even more useful. You can drag in a reference track into Faster Master. It's any mix you really like and Faster Master will analyze it. Then it creates a custom preset to match the tone, loudness, and stereo width of that track. It's not just copying, it's learning from that reference and building something that fits your mix. And when I tried it on one of my old songs that I never quite got right, the results actually surprised me. And remember, because everything is level matched, you can switch back and forth and hear the difference clearly. And now you're not getting thrown off by volume changes. Now this is the part I tested in the car. I tested both the reference track version and also the smart preset version that it has suggested, and both actually held up. The balance felt right, nothing jumped out, and the width translated really well. And I actually preferred the smart preset version this time. I think it's because the type of the song I created wasn't exactly the same type of song as the one I used as the reference track. And at the end of it, I kind of felt like, yeah, this could actually replace my usual mastering workflow on quick projects. By the way, you also have a folder of your favorite references to use again and again later. So if you have multiple reference tracks, you'll have them all here when you're ready to master your song. So I've breezed through a few things already, so let's go through a few of the tools inside the plugin. First is the EQ section. It uses clean, phase-safe filters so your sound stays clear and punchy. You can use the preset curves it gives you or adjust them by hand. And like I mentioned earlier, there's a mix control so that you can dial in just how much of the EQ difference you want to blend in. Next is the transient shaper. This one's simple. You drag it up to add more punch or down to soften it. And it helps give your drums or other sharp sounds in your mix have more impact without messing up the rest of the mix. Next is the compressor. You don't have to set the threshold or attack. It does that for you. You just get to set how much of the compression you actually want in there. You can have it off or light, dynamic, or tight. There's also a low cut sidechain option here as well, so your kick or bass doesn't make the compressor pump too hard. Again, everything here is level matched while you're working, so you're hearing the actual change, not just a different volume. It's quick and it sounds clean. After that, you've got your stereo width section. This lets you widen or narrow different parts of the frequency. If you want the highs to feel more big and open, you can spread them out without affecting the low end. And the plugin protects the low frequencies by default, so things like your kick and bass stay centered unless you decide to change it. It's really about keeping your mix sounding balanced, even when you're making big width moves. Last in the chain is the limiter. This is what brings your track up to that final loudness level. You can pick from different targets or go louder if you want. There's also a ceiling control, true peak limiting, and a drive control if you want to add a little harmonic distortion for extra punch. There are also some really smart workflow tools built into Faster Master. You can lock any module so that it doesn't change when you switch presets. Okay, so I promised a freebie. Mastering the Mix has made something called EQ Academy. It's totally free for everyone, not just Faster Master users. It's an ear training tool that helps you get better at hearing EQ changes. You go through different levels, take on challenges, and even compete with other producers on a leaderboard. It's actually pretty fun, and the better your ears get, the more confident you'll feel when making EQ or mastering choices. I've honestly referred to the Mastering the Mix website before for reference tracks, and I've used their bass drum and mix drum plugins in my own music. They got those right, so I was happy when they came out with this EQ Academy free tool. Give it a try. It's a challenge that really makes you better at your craft. So like I mentioned before, if you've been thinking about trying Faster Master, there's that really good deal right now. When you buy it, you can get any other Mastering the Mix plugin free. Just use the code Sanjay at checkout. Add both plugins to your cart, use the code, and then you're good to go. I'll leave the link below if you want to check it out. I've used a lot of mastering tools over the years, and they all have their strengths, but what stood out with Faster Master wasn't just the sound, it was how quickly I could get to something that felt finished, like actually done. And one more note about any mastering plugin or tool, trust your ears. Test your mixes everywhere you can. These are tools to make you a better producer, but nothing compares to your ears and your instinct of what makes a song sound great. Faster Master may just make that journey faster. If you use Faster Master already, or if you tried out after this video, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear how it worked on your mix. Thanks for watching, keep making the music you love, and I'll see you next time.